Oh, hello there. How's it going? Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah. Okay. I just audio check myself. Yo, Dr. Argus, how's it going? You can totes hear me. I can totes read you. So I think we are good. So how's it going, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Zeal Stream with yours truly, Talk to Me Gooseman. And if you can tell by the bottom of the scroller, we're going to continue building on the Elixir package we've been working on for the past 3 days. Today's going to be the fourth stream day in which we are working on it. And so let's try to get going on that. So let me go ahead and share my screen on what's going on. And we're going to get a little spicy today with stuff. We're going to try to code in Vim. I've been itching to code in Vim a little bit because I was updating my Vim configuration. And so I was like, and so I added some Elixir stuff and did some updates. I can go over that, what I was doing. But before that, let's, so we have our log going on. So stream recap, we can leave that for now. Yeah, so interesting thing. So let me go ahead. So we have the project board. Okay, so first we have the project board. So that we're going to review, and we have one last thing to go over for the project. And we covered the last stream. We basically knocked out. We finished up. Um, what was it? Extracting out punctuation marks from the beginning and end of the word so that we can properly look it up in our dictionary of word mappings for our lingos. And then off of that rolled off the preserving capitalization. So if like certain words are capitalized at the beginning of a sentence or they're in all caps, we don't accidentally down. Before we were just down casing everything and then doing string matches naively. So we fixed that. And then we handled gerunds, which is, I guess, just a fancy word for words ending in ing. And so we added support. So if you wanted to modify words that end with ing to something different, so for pirate lingo, words ending in ing end with I and an apostrophe. So sportin instead of sporting. And then if it's sportings with an S, ings, you can map it to something else. In our case, for the pirate lingo, it was sportins. So that's what happened there. So we knocked out a bunch of stuff last stream, and we have one last thing to do, which is to allow you to extend the dictionary of words. So right now in the pirate lingo, we do have a hard coding configuration. Well, I guess, yeah, hard coded. We have lingos and we have YAML files that map to words to, do the word mappings. But what happens if you, as the person that's importing the package, wants to extend that and add your own extra pirate lingos or surfer lingos, whatever it is, or just build your own custom thing? I want to add support for that. So instead of people being forced to doing pull requests into the library, if they want to add additional words, add completely different lingo, they can just, you know, put it in some folder somewhere and it will go look for that and try to use that or try to extend that. I don't think I have. So allow user to pass additional dictionary words to extend the already existing lingo. Let's update this. Or to include a brand new lingo So one note I want to make is if you're having difficulty hearing me, let me know so I can try to tweak anything. I'm trying to intentionally be a little bit louder and hold the mic. Well, first of all, I switched mics. I switched from using the headset, the HyperX headset. It's a great headset, but the mic I wasn't really enjoying, and I wasn't enjoying the sweat box that the headphones offer. I love these. Like this microphone's pretty awesome, and I love these headphones because they're really lightweight and they offer a lot of breathability. So it's just gonna cool off the head. But plenty of volume over here, nice, very awesome. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna copy the link to this and just make a note here. So stream stand up. Let's see. So going to work on the last item on the board for package. Let's create a nice little embed pointing to that. And along with that, also want to show off my Vim .vimrc. Yeah, so I have a repository that contains a bunch of tools and workflows type stuff. I think I screwed up the URL. All right, let's go directly to it. So this tools and workflow repository that just has a bunch of stuff that I like to use that are either part of the Unix command line, Vim stuff, Windows applications I use on Windows, applications I use on OS X, and cross-platform applications that I like to use. And so this is basically one of the reasons I made this is to make it easy in case I had to switch laptops and stuff like that. I can easily just click the links and go to the applications that I like to use. And also just to share them with other people so that they're curious. And in this repo, I have a couple like dot files. So I have my tmux configuration in here, which we're going to be using. That contains just a bunch of key binding tweaks and colors and overrides and plugins and all that type of stuff. So everything plays really nicely. But where I was at is I was in my vim.rc file and I was doing an audit of my plugins, trying to add new plugins because I was curious about potentially doing some coding in Vim on the stream. So this vimrc contains, key mapping overrides. I added a bunch of stuff in here. So I added more plugins. There's plenty of plugins like Nerd Tree. So let me show what's going on here. So, no, hold on. Also, I'm using NeoVim, not regular Vim. So NVim. So there we go. And let me adjust this. Yeah, so Nerd Tree is this plugin right here that shows the site tree of folders and stuff like that. So kind of like with VS Code or Sublime, just the file tree. That's what Nerd Tree does. Vim Git Gutter is to show changes on the left margin. I forget if I added that or if it already existed. I don't think it. But if I make a change here in the file, so let's just add a new line between those two files. It shows a plus or a minus, so I know where changes are in my file, right there. And Control P is just a fast file searching utility. So it looks at your current directory, looks up files in the current working directory, and then you can do a string search for files. So it does fuzzy searching. So another thing I love to use. Editor config is so I can pick up .config files. This is a new item I added in, which is Vim Elixir, to support Elixir language stuff. So it adds language highlighting and such, auto indentions, And also it does syntax, and well, I'll go over. So Night Owl is the theme I'm using right here. So it'll be very familiar with my VS Code configuration. And auto pairs just pairs up brackets and stuff like that you type out. So if you go like that, if you do curly braces, it creates the second curly brace. The end. Got a package. Vim mix format. I forget what this one does, but it helps with, I think it helps with file type formats or like string formats. Better white spaces, highlights trailing and leftover white spaces. So you saw how like all this right here, it's just highlighting those white spaces so it can get rid of it, or so you can get rid of it. And also it will trim, I have it set up so on save, it's supposed to trim white spaces at the end, but I guess stop doing that. I figure that, but whatever. So Nerd Tree is the plugin, and then Git Nerd Tree is a plugin. It's a plugin so that it actually shows the files that were changed in Nerd Tree on the side right here. So you can see how like now there's an X here, and then it highlights the files that were changed in Nerd Tree. Pretty nifty. I enjoy it. And let's see. Endwise helps with the end clauses for like Ruby and such like that. Fugitive is for Git, more Git. Rails handler. Sensible. Sensible is if Vim doesn't recognize the file, it tries to default to sensible file configuration stuff. So you're not just left blind and unformatted and just looks absolutely ugly. Surround is something I want to get used to. Surround is supposed to do like some fancy stuff with like I can't even remember the shortcuts for surround right now. Like change around word. I can't even remember it, but surround is something I have to find my cheat sheet for using it. Vim Airline does these nice line things here, line information stuff here, and the theme handles different themes. And then Syntactic, I forget what Syntactic does, dang it. And then Alchemist is for Elixir to help with Elixir stuff, Elixir file stuff. Let's see, so trying to remember, I think it's Elixir. I can do mix and then format, and then I'll format my file. Yeah, there we go. That's one of the things that helps add in just more Elixir friendliness. One thing that's pretty cool, that if you want to use Vim, but you don't want to like add in support for every single language under the sun, this polyglot plugin is pretty cool because it intelligently fetches Vim configurations for you for files that you might not already have defined in your Vim RC. And it it grabs plugins for all of these various languages. So I defined in here Vim Elixir, wherever the heck it is, Vim Elixir. But actually, what I discovered today was Polyglot already includes that in. So if you go to the plugins that it is for Vim Elixir, see it includes Vim Elixir automatically. So I can technically remove Vim Elixir because Polyglot got me covered for all these different languages. So it's a pretty powerful plugin, if anything else. Yeah, so that's the fun I was having on it. And then I also did some line, like this stuff. You see, it's supposed to strip white spaces on save. No clue why it's not. All right, let's actually try getting to the codies. So I'm going to open up another terminal. Here. There we go. So we should have the test runner. So I think it's like, how do we list different mix commands again? Mix. And this is, don't want to do that. Adjust this. Maybe I can look it up in my clipboard history. Here we go. Mix test dash watch. This is what we're using to run our tests. It's going to run and watch all our tests. So go ahead and take a look. We opened up that file. And let's go to our tests next. Oops, forgot to open things in a tab. Let's do a what in this plugin? You see, it's been so long that I've used Vim, I can't even remember all the shortcuts. Open in a split is I, vertical split is S. Okay. So let's actually get to the coding then. Close that. Actually, let me share in chat the my VimRC or my tools directory if anyone's curious in the future. Click that and display that on the screen for a bit. All right. Okay. Close that out. We're looking at this. So we're looking at the requirements for this again, which allows you the user to pass additional dictionary. So one thing I was thinking about, and I think we were covering this last time on stream, was like, I don't want to I kind of want to do some refactorings. Let me add my VimRC in here also, or my tools directory here. We're going to work on the extending Go. So before start working on this last part, I would like to do some code cleanup and organize all all methods in to be privates. Right now, almost all of the methods using are exposed as public methods. In reality, a method translate should be one of the only ones that is accessible externally. So let me try to highlight what I'm talking about here. I have two test files open up, I just realized. There we go. So translate is exposed as a public method, but then convert lingo is exposed that translate uses. Convert word is another method that is exposed. Convert gerund, another one. Deconstruct word, like all these load lingo, all of these methods don't need to be exposed as public. I originally had done this because I was testing them. Each individual one I was testing, kind of going TDD style, just to make sure that in isolation they work fine. But whenever we do a translate, it by extension is using those methods. So I don't really need to test them because they are tested by the translate. I could potentially move them into a separate module if I wanted to. I think I just want to move them into private methods. I wonder if we should move them to modules. I'm going to close the test file so we can just see more of this. Okay. Will it make sense to move these to test modules or to a separate module? I don't think it does. At least I can't think of a reason why. We just clean everything up, I guess, right? Or give me more. Let's move into test another module because I've never had an opportunity to try to use. Never had an opportunity to do that, so let's give that a go, and then we can test that module directly because I don't think a user will have access to that module because the library, they're only going to have access to like next translate, I believe. Let's see. So if I were to go, how do we launch our application again? In IEX or in Mix? Say I already forgot the commands. I think I have it in my cheat sheet for Elixir. Elixir Phoenix. Let's close these things. I don't think I have it on my notes. No. We'll look it up right now. Do 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 do. My computer's running surprisingly slow. Let me try to make things a little bit more leaner. Oh, I know what I can do too. Everything's plugged into the other port. Oh, it's too late now. Is it just straight up IEX and then we just import it in? I know here in Elixir School. Where's Elixir School? Here we go. Elixir School is a great website, by the way. I've been using it. Yeah, IEX-S. Let's add that into my cheat sheet as one of the first things. How did they phrase this? Run library in IEX. Did I capital EX or is it just like this? Like the okay, it's just lowercase. I was curious to see if is there any special flavoring when referring to it. Oop. Okay, I should be able to do talk next, translate, and then say hello, and it just says ahoy. But I should not be able to call any of the other words in here, like or any of the other functions in here, like convert lingo. Or no, well that requires the word mapping. Well, I guess convert lingo, because if we try to call convert lingo, convert to lingo, error out because that, okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and try to create a new module. We're going to call this I guess we'll call it the converter. EX convert converter, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and open that up in a, let's try to do a vertical split. No. It's S. There we go. There you go. That's our new file. Okay, so let's start with def module, and this is a converter. What if that should be more descriptive than just converter? The work we did with trailing, the trailing punctuations and stuff like that. Actually, let's get the tests running while we're doing this, because we should get like just a bunch of failing tests. As we continue on our adventure of doing this functionality, we will probably end up with plenty of failures. We're going to take all of these word constructors, take these methods here, paste them into here. Thank you, finally. No word. I do not want word wrap. You do word wrap, dang it. I disabled the word wrap, but okay, we'll leave it alone for now. Let's see here. So, convert Lingo to that. So all these methods are here. We still need to bring over a couple more. One's right here. But as this stands right now, if I do a save on here, this should fail. Yeah, undefined. So if we're going to use a module, I think, is it used to import modules in? Modules. It is possible to, I should probably nest the module, huh? Let's try creating a talk like AX folder. And then move current node into talk X buffer. And then I need to grab this. I just lost all my changes. What the hell? What the heck? I guess I shouldn't have replaced that current buffer. Okay. Luckily, we still have the changes over here. That was somewhat bizarre. Def module. Come on, Vim. There you go. Talk like a X dot converter. Paste these in. And then we need these ones here. That. Oops, I forgot one. Take these over here and paste this down here. Okay, and that should be good. Do, 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 do. Hopefully I can make a module private. Composition. So composition, you know how to create a module, struct. Let's learn how to add existing functionality via composition. Elixir provides us with a variety of different ways to interact with other modules. So one is with aliasing. So we just call, so it's the submodule name and then that, and then we can call it. You can use required to tell Elixir you're using macros. Okay, use macros. Use enable. We can use a macro. We can enable another module to modify our current module's definition. I think we'll just alias to another module. So we would do over here in our standard talk like an X, alias talk like a X converter is the way we're going to do this. And then just call a converter to Lingo like that. Maybe 10 tests, 8 failures. Let's see here. So what is this complaint about? No function clause matches regex scan. That. Interesting. Oh, because I'm missing the actual regex constants. Let me go back and do these. Get rid of these. Let mix format potentially handle things here. And then since we undid everything, I have to redo that. Use talk like a X converter. And then we call converter here. Oh, what the heck is going on here? Okay, so talk like a X converter, and it's complaining about using that undefined or private. Well, the convert method is not private. And it looks like we set things up properly. Unless I can't put it in the folder structure I was thinking about putting it in. Converter, just spell checking, converter. Let's make sure that we're doing the proper, oh, it's alias, not used. What's wrong? See, I did not mean to close that. Ten tests, 4 failures. And that's because of the tests themselves. I need to create a new test file. And this one's going to be called, so talk like a X folder. And in that folder, we're going to create the converter ex file. So we'll have that file split up right there. And then open up the test file over here. And let's get to copying stuff. So the tests, basically all the other tests besides the load lingo and besides the load lingo are all pertinent to the converter code. Let's move that over there. Go ahead and save that file and see how the test runs. Okay, so it looks like our tests are passing with the existing tests for our translations or for the translate stuff. What happens when I try to run tests for our new module? So converter. Let me save this file and see how the tests do. I expect all these tests to fail because of the fact that we're referencing the incorrect module. Oh man. It is really just going to a crawl. Okay, so it's not picking up the new file. So let me abort this and then restart test watch to see if it picks up the new file. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mark this as a test file too. Didn't follow the proper mention. So converter underscore test, and that's EXS. Yes, paste the buffer. There. Now it's actually picking up the tests. So let's see. So now we have to actually update these tests to use the proper. What if I can just use converter? So we have 4 failure, 10 tests, 4 failures. One, 2, 3, and 4 tests. So that the math checks out. Let's change this to converter. I'm curious to see if this will actually work. Nope. All right. We try doing the alias trick. Alias. This is being really slow. If that works. Do the alias. Yes, that does work. So if we replace all the references talk like a X, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I forgot the syntax for skipping. Nope. Converter. Get all the test pass now. Boop, 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 boop. Do, do, do. So what test failed? Talk like an X converter load lingo. Oh, the references to load lingo are wrong right now. Oops. So I need to swap this one to be talk. A X. And the other one too below this one right here. Add a space there. This should make these tests pass. There we go. So the question I have is, since I moved this to a module, could I still have access to this? Let's see here. So if I did talk like a X, so I can still access the converter. How do you make private modules in Elixir? Is that possible? Elixir, private modules. Find out. So private functions and modules already know. No, don't want to. Ooh, there's a Elixir style guide repo. Might have to take a look at that. I've been hungry for style guide-esque stuff, so I know idiomatic Elixir. Let's see what they say about so let's see. So formatting, guides, expressions, comments, modules. Let's see what they say about modules. Let's see. So use one module per file. This module is only internally by another module, such as test. Use snake case for file names, camel case for module names. And then, yeah, the dot notations for each level. List module attributes, directives, and in the following order. So module docs go before. And then there's the example. Avoid repeating fragments. to do. I know someone's code that has a repeating module. The fragment. Okay, so nothing really specific here. Okay, well, I put everything in a module, so we'll just be happy with that. Guess there's no way to make it like private module. So let's see here. So the converter code is right here. Let's get the tests up and running again. Lingo map, convert word. I think I want to get rid of the term convert to just translate. Dang it, I keep on doing the wrong keybind. Like I'm in keep on doing the keybind like I'm in VS Code. Convert. So instead of convert, I just want to say translate. Lingo. So translate word. And then let me update the tests, or actually, let me finish writing the code over here before I update the tests. Let me save that. And then these tests should fail next. Let me close this file and let me close this file. So that we're only focusing on the converter code. And then talk like an X. Set a converter, we'll say translator. And update these aliases to be a translator also. So that's going to cause this file to fail because we haven't renamed translator like that. And then I need to rename this file to translator. Translator. Sure. I'll rename the test file to translator. All right, so let's take a look. So, and then 7 failures though. So is it failing because you can't find the files anymore? What's going on here? Let me try to rerun mixed test. Everything looks good. So we have translator and we're aliasing talk like a X to translator. And then we have our module called translator. And we have all the words in here. And we have a bunch of failures. Let me go ahead and update the main talk like an X thing over here to be translator. And then we're referencing converter. Translator. I should fix that. Let me take a look at the corresponding tests for this file. I don't think we're referencing it directly. No, we're not. Okay. Organizing everything into tabs. Okay, so there's something strange going on in here. Let's see here. Let's go to the very first test failure. So running compiler, chocolate translate, convert lingo, undefined or private. Translate, convert word is undefined or private. Did you mean deconstruct word? Oh, the references to convert to word is now translate to word. All references to convert are now translate. I'll do it. And over here in the actual code in the main upper level of the module, this should be translate also. Let's see. All tests pass. Okay, I need to look up Vim word. Just wrap. No word wrap. So you can enter set wrap. There we go. And I set that globally though. See, I thought I had no wrap in here. Now we have our various functions and we have a couple private ones. I'm wondering what tests are redundant here. Maybe we should test the regular translate to Lingo stuff without. So we should avoid loading any external dependencies like load Lingo or whatever. Actually, because these just request a pirate Lingo. These translate word ones don't matter. Or I can extend this. Translate to Lingo is what we want. And we want to swap this such that Lingo here how do we make a global in Elixir testing. Doc test patterns. So if I wanted to make a variable, I guess I can just make a generic variable. Where is tests? Doc test. This is what I'm not what I'm looking for. I am looking for X unit. That's what I'm looking for. X unit. Those docs. Let's see. So failed state before configuration run. Let's see. After suite, we don't care about any of that. What we want is case. All tests receive context as an argument. The context is particularly useful for sharing information between callbacks and tests. So this would be the context. A tag can be used to set for all tests in a module or describe block by setting that. Describe block, tests, and assertions. Okay. So this is what I want to do if I was going to set up a shared context with everyone. What I want to do is set up a language mapping of my own. Custom Lingo. What I'm going to do is let's just do the mappings that we already expect. So in the test, so friend is equal to shipmate. Shipmate. Hello is equal to Hoy. And singing. Yes, this has to do with the gerunds here. So the structure that we expect in here is in our map, is we're going to have gerund. And then in our gerund, we're going to have ing mapped to in apostrophe. And then we also have ings mapped to in apostrophe. Let's see, so this test we need to take a look at the smellins. At and then let's define another custom thing. So we'll just do a custom one for you, and is going to translate to ye. So then this gets, so we'll map that, we'll put this into Lingo map for our custom Lingo. And now we tried doing that. So for translate word, expect a lingo to come in. And our lingo is going to come in through the context. So it's going to be context, double check. Lingo map. There is a syntax error, apparently. Okay, in the test, line 17. Is it because we did this nesting here? ing for ing, so this. And find function context. What the heckums? Oh, you have to do comma context. Okay. I still have some failures. I'm gonna fill these in with yeah. Okay. So now we update each one of these with context. And let's convert these empty maps to use our context. Lingo. Not exactly what I was expecting. Oh, because of the words. I did it nestings within the words, colon. So our word mappings should actually be under words. I need to take these 3 things, put them inside the word map. Almost there. So expected to map dot nil. What are we doing wrong here? Set up PID, then context PID. What the heck? Let me try to run one file just to zone in on it. See, if we wanted to run a file, I hope that this will work. Text, talk like X, go into the directory, translator EX. Actually, I need to run the actual test file. Yeah. And then if I were to try to run line 31, whoops, not 111. Line 31. There we go. The following arguments were given to the regex scan 3. So did I mess up the ordering? Oh. Hold on. I messed up the ordering here. My bad. It's work now. Nope, that still fails. Let's see here. So now we're getting expect map got nil. Okay. And that's happening on translate word. So are we just not giving the context? What happens if I just do this? Is this a valid syntax? So if I pass this custom lingo, I try writing this again. Get rid of this context. Complaining about that. And we're still running on line 31. What line are we? Line 27. Come on, Vim bindings. Let's see here. So warnings. Found quoted gerund, but the quotes are not required. Note that the keywords are always atoms, even. Okay. Let me update these ones. They're just warnings, though. Yeah, let me just get rid of all these context references. We don't define a context anymore. Make sure that we're not custom lingo. Custom lingo. Yeah. Undefined function custom lingo. Dang it. I don't know. Did this yet? I'm thinking about RSpec. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna include this in every single test. Let's let Mix format this. Okay. But probably there's still a reference to context somewhere. Right here. Context, goodbye. Custom lingo is unused. Let's run all the tests again. Map got nil. So this is failing on translate word in the translator, line 16. It's supposed to pass in a lingo map. And it's supposed to be words. Trying to make a compatible test is pulling my hair out. Elixir. I got to do the special rocket syntax then. Let's try that. I don't know what to call it. We're going to call it rocket syntax. So it looks like a rocket. And convert this one. Do that. Place that with a quote. And do that. Replace. And full side, one more to go. And hopefully that results. We only have 2 failures now. I am going to try to see if I can consolidate this. I do not want to convert or repeat this custom lingo thing over and over again. Now that we have this test passing, let me see if I can just like tire work. No. Let's see here. So test modules. No. Doc testing. A case template. Defines a module template to be used throughout your test suite. This is useful when there are a set of set callbacks or set functions that should be shared between test modules. Shared setup. Should we bring back the context thing again? Should we try to do that a second time? Let's find out. We'll try it one more time. So we have setup again. Paste in the custom language. And rid of this. Favorite custom of Lingo. Lingo. And then we say that this test context, and then use the context and grab the lingo. I'm going to comment out these tasks for now. I do not want to spend time updating these. Yeah, so that seems to have worked. So let's swap this with context lingo. We just had a combination of different bugs here. And it is from actually doing proper test setup. So we need to do context. I'm going to write this out. After we're done fixing this, because this is actually some good notes about how to set up shared context tests for variables and such like that. This, do this, paste that there, save that, and we have all our tests passing. So I did all this. To make a more robust test. So I want to make all of these functions private. Okay. Translate to Lingo. So we're going to just convert this to be translate to Lingo. So instead of doing single word, and we're going to do full sentences now. So let's move this. Actually, see. So let's do that. Oh, oop, 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 oop. Okay, so that, that, and that. And then let's clean this up. Let's see. Let's see if I can clean this up this way. Ooh, trying to be efficient here with them. Okay, cool. Take the test pass. Now let's actually make the test more robust. So we have these different. What if this test is passing, to be honest? Because this is supposed to be private. Interesting. All right, so now we're just going to have clear, concise tests. So converts. For inserts, sentence to Lingo. All right, so let's say we'll say hello. There. Hello there. I hope you are having. So I would say hello there. I hope you. I hope. Hello there. I hope you. Hope you will. Yeah. So that's gonna convert to ahoy there. I hope ye. Actually, let's go a hello friend. And friend hurts to shipmate. Right. stuff. Let's do so convert sentence with punctuation marks. Really. Let's do this string again. And we're going to add punctuation. What? Paste. So hello friend. So comma, hello friend there. Hello friend there. This sentence doesn't make any sense. Up a little bit. So hello there, friend. And then it's going to say hello. Hello there, shipmate, is how it should say it. Hello there, friend. I hope you're having a good hello there, friend. I hope you're having a good day. Exclamation mark. So then it should say ahoy. Ahoy there. Shipmate. I hope you're having a good day. Like that. Although let me map day, something else. What should day be mapped to? There, day is mapped to sunup time. I'm cracking myself up here. Is that actually going to work now? Oh. So having should be having. Oh, interesting. Has disappeared. Hello there, friend. I hope you're. Oh, because I didn't type it in. Let's avoid doing the hope your day is good. I hope your day is good. What is going on here? There no match for right side value? Why isn't it giving me any better error match or any better error message than that? Always there, friend. I hope your day is good. Other shipmate, I hope your sun up time is good. Did we secretly find a bug here? It looks like we failed on translator line 31. So I was trying to destructure a word. And it failed. That can work. I have no clue what I just did there. Okay. Interesting. If there is a space at the end of our sentence, it breaks everything. We found a bug. Before we even split, we have to do something more. We need to basically trim white spaces. So returns a string. Where's regular trim? Where all the leading interlane characters have been removed. Give that a try. So in the pipe, what we do before we do a split, we do a trim. So, and now our test pass. Oh, okay. So we're gonna have to make a test case for that. That passes. Try to test for specifically that usage. Uh, let's see, converts sentences with leading and trailing spaces properly. Let's do a simple test. Hello there. That. So ahoy there. So I think this test is going to pass because we currently have that fix in. So let me remove the trim fix. Oh, we have failure. Okay. So the failure is happening because of the split on empty strings. It's causing empty, or a split on spaces is causing an empty string. Wow, this is taking us the whole time of streaming. Let's go ahead and commit this. Don't forget to add the new files. Move all the translation logic to a new file, a new module. Tests. Great. We'll leave load lingo. I think we need to move load lingo to its own file. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this to load in the lingo file, the default one, but also load in the custom that we were originally going to plan on working on for extending stuff. So let that. Let's call this file the loader. Ex. Put this in a new tab. Def module talk like a x. Lingo loader is our file, is our module name. And I guess let's just move in load logic. Boom. And then our main module needs to load in Lingo loader. Lingo loader. Move this down there because of that style guide stuff that I read. And for the for loading the lingo, go loader. Okay, so on the test pass. Honestly, I am going to take this. And copy that. And make a new file, new test file. Lingo loader underscore test access. Lib. Got tests, and we'll split this off to another file. And get rid of all of these tests. Lingo loader. Alias talk like AX Lingo loader. So then I can do Lingo loader here. And then replace this. Lingo loader. I'm going to delete these tabs because these don't belong here anymore. Let's see if we can quickly whip up a way to find overrides. Okay. Based off the requirements we put, allow user to pass an additional dictionary for words to be extended that already exist. So do we just want them to pass in a dictionary, or should we try to load in a custom file from somewhere? I honestly don't know how I would even go about loading a custom file from somewhere. Would it be from the current working directory of the project? And then we do a pathing. So how is this project set up at? Like if someone was to install this on their, or include this as a dependency in their project, how do I fetch custom config files and stuff like that? You can get some inspiration from some other docs. Not X docs. Elixir. X. Let's see. I was doing something real quick with my audio, but we're back. Sorry about that. Okay. Most downloaded packages support HTTP client, generic interface for different metric systems. Below blazing fast JSON parser. I want to find like a simple one where I can look at the source code for how it works. For like including files and stuff like that. One way, I guess what we can do for now until I can figure out how to do this is in the interface for doing loading a Lingo over here, I can add another option here such that it can be another mapping how do I want to call this? It leaves me right now. Additional dictionary. Extended lingo. So if we have an extended lingo, what we can do is we'd want to extend the current map and merge it in with the new map. And maybe with the load lingo thing, we can do a load and extend. Load lingo and extend. So we default the lingo. We pirate. And then we will override it. So let me try to write a test for this to try to do this. So do that. Copy paste this. Load and extend. This will be a two-arity function. Go and sends it with passed in new, passed in app. So load lingo is going to be load lingo and extend. And we're going to extend this to have a new mapping in here of let's see. So it'll be it's going to say new. We're going to look for new or No word wrapping, please. We're going to say extended to bloop. Bloop translates to boop. Boop translates to boop. And let's see here. So we pass in the pirate lingo and we try to pass in bloop. We should get boop in here. So we get a compilation warning, unexpected token, $, line 66 of our Lingo loader test. Okay, there it is. You see be a percentage sign, not a sign. So the Lingo loader is failing because it doesn't exist with two arity. And then what we'll call this is extended map. Or let's say extended lingo. So we'll call load default all this, or call load lingo. Right now, see what that does. So that's failing right now. I return back nil. And what we need to do is we need to merge. So let's look up Elixir Inu again to see if there's like an easy way just to do like a merge or something like that. A join? No. Map reduce member max min. Take with index. No. How about concat? No. Map? Here we go. It's under map. Merge. So we can merge two maps together. That should hopefully do the trick. So what I can do is we have the load lingo, and if this is I need to do this as a case statement, actually. If we get status of an error status, then we just continue bubbling up that error status. I think that's what I do somewhere in here. So I think I can do it this way, where result is equal to that. Then we just return back the result out. If the result is okay, then what we do is Lingo app. About this. And then map merge the Lingo map with the extended Lingo. Undefine, so variable Lingo is unused. And that is load Lingo does not exist and is being expanded to load Lingo. Do that. Extend Lingo does not exist. Extended. Extended. So what's going on here? So no match the right side. Let's see here. Let's see. So let me look at the documentation for merging again. So merges two maps into one. All keys map two will be added to map one, overriding the existing ones, i.e. keys in map two have precedence over map one. Okay. Let me map this properly here where this should be words. And this should be a map in here containing these words. Oh my God. Stop. It's like recognizing that there's an extra curly brace. It's like immediately jumping to that. All right, formatter have at it. So on the right-hand side value, gerund, blah, 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 words blew. So it blew away everything. What I need to do though is I need to have this return back the merged map. Be okay. I just realized. Return back colon okay, and then the map. The problem is the existing words need to exist too. So the words for admin still need to be present, which I don't think it is. So merge, it needs to be like a safe merge of some sort. Or like a deep merge. Because nested keys are getting blown away. Let's look this up. Elixir deep merge. Deep. How do I deep merge maps? Interesting. Merges two maps into one, resolving conflicts through the given function. Just mentioned in the comment in the naive approach to keep deep merge automatically merges with all structs customs with a deep merge library to prevent these mistakes and provide further features. All right. And it seems well maintained. So let's go ahead and add this dependency then. It's like, so we have to add a dependency for deep merging, but such is life. Okay. All right, mix. Get. And deep merge is this deep merge, deep merge. Like so. So hopefully we see the test just pass magically and we're all sunshine and rainbows. And the test pass. Yeah. Okay. I call that a commit, and we can continue next week on all this awesomeness. So create a load Lingo method to load Lingos and merge with and deep merge with those. Okay, so let's see. So dependency there, moved over test there, and then we're gonna have a new test file. Let's go ahead and add that file in. Let's let mix do a quick format too. And now we commit. Excellent. Okay, so let's close most of this stuff up. And I want to copy code in, for example. So let's see. So let's go to the stream notes and talk about this. Extending Elixir, extending Lingo. So let me write a note. Dang it, I don't want to go over. Oh my God. There we go. So while writing tests, I learned a way to share variables and other information between tests using context. Here is the example code below in order to do this. To do it. There we go. In the setup, you return a tuple, or not a tuple, a map containing all the information you want to pass to your test. Only step you need to do for your test, make sure to include context in the test signature. All right. And then for extending Lingo, so the first step for this is to allow a user to pass in their own user-defined map for the Lingo. The challenge, one thing that needed to be addressed with this approach of merging apps is that the merge method for a map doesn't do deep merges. In order to do a deep merge, I went ahead and installed a dependency that figured it all out. And this is the link to the dependency. Okay, everyone, that's it for me. I hope to catch you later. Definitely with this adventure today of refactoring, moving things, some modules, and lots more learning. And hopefully you had a good one. If you wanted to pick up where the stream notes are, posted it into the chat, showing it on the screen. It's a long URL, but it's there if you want to take a look, if you wanted to see the links or look at some of the example code for the test setup. But yeah, thanks so much. And I will read you over to somebody. So until next time, I'll see you next Friday. And we'll most likely I'm hoping we're going to be finishing up the project today, next week, and figuring out how to deploy it. So fingers crossed that we get around to that on next Friday. But have a good one, everyone. I will catch you later. And let's do the outro wherever I can find it.